Does the relentless pursuit of more in our modern capitalist cities reveal the true face of greed, or is it merely a manifestation of ambition? It's a question that has puzzled sociologists, philosophers, and economists alike. Imagine, if you will, a spider's web, each silken thread representing an individual's desires, their dreams, their ambitions. Now, imagine a gust of wind, greed, blowing through the web, causing it to sway and shudder. The web doesn't break, it merely bends and twists to the whims of the wind. This is the complex relationship between greed and ambition. They're not separate entities, but rather two sides of the same coin, constantly influencing and shaping each other. Greed, an insatiable desire for wealth or gain, often masquerades under the more socially acceptable guise of ambition. This linguistic sleight of hand isn't accidental. It's a byproduct of the dominant language that seeks to soften the edges of greed, allowing it to exist within the accepted rules of our cities. However, this interplay between greed and ambition doesn't end there. It creates confusion. Individuals, bombarded by this dual language, find their desires becoming intertwined with society's collective needs. Greed, dressed up as ambition, becomes the driving force for individual desire, blurring the lines between what is wanted and what is needed. In the urban landscape of modern capitalism, envy stands as the unacknowledged offspring of greed. Greed, disguised as ambition, breeds envy among citizens, creating a stage where competition for status and wealth becomes the norm. Envy, as a product of this dynamic, becomes a driving force of dependency. The constant comparison with others and the desperate pursuit of what others have triggers an addictive dependency that keeps individuals trapped in an endless cycle of unfulfilled desire. This mirage of freedom, woven carefully into people's psyche through the discourse of consumption, false liberty, and supposed choice, becomes a fundamental element in the social manipulation of the new mass system. The illusion of choice is a powerful tool in maintaining the status quo. As Zygmunt Bauman reflects on the illusion of freedom, society finds itself caught in a constant game of temptation. The feeling of choice is merely a mirage, as the available options are predetermined by unseen structures. Greed, under the disguise of ambition, acts as the invisible hand guiding individual decisions, creating the false impression of free will. In conclusion, the complex relationship between greed and ambition in our modern capitalist cities is a dance, a constant give and take. The lines between the two are blurred, and they often feed into each other, creating a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. It's a reality that remains hidden, constructed through social inductivism, where what is common and invisible is shaped by the dominant structures that reinforce greed and competition. The only truth is that this cycle continues, with each generation caught in its web.